Good morning students. Myself Shravanti. Welcome to today's 8th science class. In the last class we completed our second chapter microorganisms, friends and foe. And today we will going to revise our first chapter crop production and management for periodic test. Okay? So in this we will revise all the topics what we learned in the first chapter. We learned crop. What is crop? Crop means growing the same kind of plants in a large scale is known as crop. We learned in India two types of crops are there, two patterns of crops. One is kharif crop and second one is rabi crop. Kharif crop, the crop which are growing in the rainy season is kharif crop. What are the example for this? Peas, groundnut. These plants used to grow as kharif crop. And next rabi crop, the crop which is growing in the winter season is known as rabi crop. The examples are paddy and maize. And to start the agriculture, everyone has to know this agricultural practice. In this first one is preparation of soil. In the preparation of soil, we use agricultural implements like plough, hoe and cultivator. Okay, these by using these the farmer used to prepare the soil for the agriculture. And next one sowing. In sowing, they have to select the best seeds. How they used to select the best seeds? By pouring the seeds in the water. The floated seeds are floating seeds means the seeds which are not good for the agriculture, means they are damaged seeds which are settled down in the water. That seeds are good for sowing. So most of the people use this technique to select the best seeds. After sowing, and the next one is adding manure and fertilizers. Manure, adding manure and fertilizers, it is the very important process. Manure is a organic substance which we are getting from dead and decomposing materials of plants and animals, and fertilizers are the inorganic substances which are preparing in the factories. By adding the fertilizers, may we get the good yield, but it is not good. Okay. But manure, by using a manure in organic substance, the yield which we are getting, it is good for human health. Okay. After adding manure, and next step is irrigation. Irrigation means giving water in a certain interval to the crop is known as irrigation. There are few traditional techniques are there and few modern techniques also there. In traditional methods, more and rarely are the techniques which are used for irrigation. And now in modern techniques, dripping is the special system most of the people are using to irrigate the crop. And the next fifth one is protection from the weeds. Weeds means the plants which are growing, unwanted plants, the unwanted plants which are growing in the crop is known as weeds, which we are not cultivating but growing in the crop are called weeds. Removing of weeds is known as weeding. And the chemicals which we are using to remove the weeds are weedicides. 2,4-D is the chemical which mostly used to remove the weeds from the crop. And after weeding, and sixth step is harvesting. Now the crop is ready. Okay. Now we have to cut the plants to get the grains. That is harvesting. In the harvesting, threshing and winnowing, two words we learn. Threshing means separating crop from the field is threshing, and winnowing means in the threshing, separating the crop from the field along with the separating the grain from the chaff. Okay. And winnowing, separating the dust particles from the grains of winnowing. And the next one is storage of the crops. After doing all these practices, the main thing is storage of crop is very important. Storage of grains is very important. By that we can store it for future. Okay. So for this we have to add few chemicals to avoid the insects damage and to save the grains from the rodents. Mostly grain is used to store the grains. Okay. And the last topic of this lesson is animal husbandry. Growing the animals for the food is known as animal husbandry. Okay. So these all the words we learned in the crop production which are important for the periodic test. Read total lesson along with the exercise, because you may get the questions from the middle of the lesson also. Okay. Read total lesson, and all the best for your exam. Thank you. Have a nice day.